here with Half Dozen Customs, back at it again. Last night after I shut the camera off, I went through and I cut out the last of these rust holes on the passenger side. Brought the camera in last night, made sure everything was charged up, ready to go. So that's why I cut the videos a little short last night. My mics were just on the last little blinking dot of battery. I kept stopping in between filming and throwing them on the charger for a few minutes just to keep the video going. But called it quits and brought them in, charged them up. So we're ready to go for a good little while here. So let's get some new patches made. Brought some scrap metal in. These little scrap pieces that I cut off of bigger pieces are perfect for stuff like this. So let's see what we can get done. See a little spot there that I missed welding that floor in. Helps to put the grinding disc on. some of that wasn't very pretty to weld up. You know, I sandblasted it, grinded it up, cleaned it up. I cut out where it was bad. You know, it seemed okay when I was cutting it out. Like, you know, it didn't seem like I was cutting through paper. But man, going to weld that up, it was like trying to weld paper. In some areas, not all of it, just some of it. Okay, I got those 3 pieces in and grinded down. Probably overkill as far as I took it with going in there with the little die grinder and trying to clean some of it up. You know, it's under the seat. It's getting sound deadener put over it. I'm sure it was fine just the way it was, but I don't know. I'm just kind of picky with that stuff. So, on to the next piece. I got those two little patches in. This one's almost ready to put in. I got to put there's a funky little curve that's right along that edge. So you're going to have to take a hammer and dolly and kind of finesse it a little bit. But as you can see, I'm continuously dropping it, fighting with the magnets. I'm starting to get hungry. I need a Snickers. So, break time for me. I'm going to go in, eat lunch, and I'll be back out here a little bit later to get back at it. So, I shall return.
Dave with Half Dozen Customs here, back at it again. So apparently earlier, well, last night, I was battling, my microphone's dying. I forgot to charge them up, and I was having to stop what I was doing throughout my work last night to throw the microphones on the charger for a few minutes and then keep filming, and I had to keep going back and forth. So I just stopped filming and continued work. Cut out all the rust holes, and today I'm coming in and I'm starting to make patches. And apparently this morning I had the microphones all nice and charged up, but I forgot to plug them in. So everything that I videoed this morning has very low quality sound because it's the microphone straight off of the camera. So hopefully it's working right this time. But I got those two patches tacked in. I'm starting to make this patch for this. I did end on the other video with having to put a little bend in on this top edge to fit the bend in the seat bucket there. So I did get that done off camera. Now I'm going to continue grinding and getting it fit and get it welded in and hopefully move on to the next spot. So here we go. Safety first. Okay, we got those three in. I'm going to buzz around them, get them welded in. We'll get them ground up and cleaned up and on to the next ones. I think I got to get in the car for these. Oh, see if I can get in here and get comfortable. Oh.
So I got these two patches finished up here. Working on these patches over here now.
I was gonna call it a night, and I looked down and there was a piece of metal sitting right here that looked like it was perfect for that hole, and it was. I had to just trim a little bit off of it and it should fit right in. I am not complaining. That's one less patch I have to make. So, I got these 3 patches done. I got these 3 patches done. I got these 3 patches done. I left a little meat on the bones over here because it's the seatbelt area. Don't want to lose any of that strength. Safety first. So tomorrow I'll come out. I'll make those 2 patches there, and we'll get those 3 welded in and get those finished up. And then I'm going to start on the back side of that rear seat pan on the driver's side. Sure you've seen in the other videos, and I've mentioned it a few times. That's the bad side. I did the easy side first. But it can be done. I'll get it done. And it's basically all getting done. I will have to buy a piece of metal for that front half of that driver's side. But everything else that I've done here has just been with scrap metal that I had laying around. I haven't had to buy any metal yet for this passenger side. So I do have a new piece of metal that we did pick up, a 2 foot by 2 foot piece. That's going to be used to make that rear section over there. So the rear seat pan over there, I'll use scrap metal to put all that together. And then I'll use a new piece of metal for this back piece back here. And then the whole inner side of the rocker on that side will get made with scrap metal. And then the new floor pan that goes down up there will be a new piece of metal. I'm going to have to go buy, you know, probably like a 2 foot by 4 foot piece of metal to make that front section up there. But yeah, slowly but surely, hour by hour, I'm getting closer and closer to having all the rust welded up and no more holes in this floor. It'll take me a little bit to get that driver's side done, and then once the driver's side is done, the rear driver's side of the trunk is routed out, floor, and then the drop down that goes down to the lower part of the quarter panel. So that'll be the next step after I get this floor situated. The rest of the trunk floor is fine. Other than the spare tire pocket, it's not rusted out, but it was crushed in from the bottom. So I got to hammer and dolly and work that crush out of there. So then once I get that trunk floor done, put it up on jack stands, and we'll start on the bottom side and get that all cleaned up and get it ready for undercoat. So, but I think that's it for me, guys. I think I am done for the night. So everybody have a good day. I'm out.